would you say is the most challenging then?
The most challenging is the so what question. And we mentioned ADR earlier on. You just get caught up in so what question. You can have lots of friends. You can have lots of friends in trading standards. You can have lots of politicians who say we do really, really good things, especially locally. But when it comes down to a choice between investing in potholes, investing in broadband, or investing in consumer protection, you don't see people marching down the street for a regulator. Shut a library and people march. Take 60-70% out of a regulatory network and no one notices until it goes wrong. And we've seen with Grenfell and we've seen with Whirlpool what happens when it goes wrong. But I think one of the best examples or worst examples of when you get a regulatory system wrong was foot and mouth, and we've lost that collective memory of what that was like. The burning piles of cattle. And I was working in the West End at that point doing 24-hour enforcement, and we had dumping of waste because the restaurants couldn't sell their wet waste. So you had your whole system, and the government invested a lot of money into your animal health and welfare at that point, which has all been taken out because people lose that memory. And then what happened is something else will go wrong, and then government will go, we've got to put that in. So that's the biggest frustration, because you can talk and you can talk on this stuff, but I probably can't talk quite as much as you on this stuff.
I talk a long time about anything, you know that.
Yeah, and look, and people will listen and people will understand, and then politicians will have to sit and make decisions that I think are. I wouldn't want to be a politician for love of money at the moment, and especially local ones. And we kind of get caught in a position where you've got central government saying, "Oh, we fund local government to deliver this," and then local government saying, "No, you don't give us enough money."
Quite.
It's hard to turn around and say that having 220 odd individual trading standard service makes sense. Because they're designed around when the high street was king. They're designed, local produce, local people shopping in local areas. So I think we need to find a solution that, no one's going to change local government, no one's going to change structure simply for trading standards. So what we need to do is we need to find a system where we can get some accountability. So you look at something like the Office of Product Safety and Standards, and you suddenly get Grenfell and Whirlpool puts a real focus on safety at a national level, and you get a minister held to account, you've suddenly got tens of millions of pounds being thrown at a problem. So it's how we get some accountability back at central government. And I've lost a number of times when I've sat there trying to scroll through ministerial changes to find out if anyone's got consumer in their title.